it sometimes in people's journey is necessary for them, for me it was, to go down that road of real personal development and becoming a better individual and feeling better about me as an individual. And then I was able to accept spirit development. Welcome back to one's journey of unwinding the mind and, of course, your daily microdose. Now tune in to the latest episode of One's Journey. Today I want to talk about personal development versus spirit development and how they kind of work together, but also how really in the end, do we need personal development? So personal development is about ego development. Let's be honest, right? It literally has the word person in it. So it's about you as an individual doing things to better you, separate from everyone else, so that you can have a better experience of the illusion. That is what personal development is. It is in order for you as an individual, again, to become better. So the focus is on you as an individual, you being a separate being. And not only that, the focus is on you being a body. You actually being a body completely and totally. And so personal development tends to focus and tends to be measured, right? Like, where are you at in your personal development? It tends to be measured on external factors that are all factors of what your body has done. So job, money, status, physical health, mental health. And it's really about developing the self, the one individual that is separate from everyone else. So does that mean, Ashley, that personal development is bad? No, not at all. Personal development, I believe, is a necessary part of a lot of people's journey in order to enter into spirit development. Because if you are this person who believes they're an individual that is suffering and a victim and in all of this pain, it's really hard to wrap your mind around that actually, no, you're one with everyone and you're just dreaming. Sometimes that can appear to someone who's really in a victim mentality as you're re-victimizing them. You're telling them it's your fault. So personal development definitely, for many people on their journey, is like the first 80%. It's really getting the concepts of within the illusion and getting yourself to a healthy place within the illusion before you can begin to step outside of the illusion. And personal development can also be used in congruence with the thoughts of, I want to be better for my brother. But still, even that, again, is focused on the separation. But as long as you are not placing the weight on person development, right, on personal development, that is your holy grail, that is where your happiness and your peace lies. So many people spend so much time on personal development today, and then their life falls apart, and they're like, what? Because personal development isn't the end-all be-all. Personal development doesn't contain your salvation. Personal development, again, is about making a better illusion, making a better dream, which we know that the ego belief system is what's projecting this dream. So therefore, it will always have the duality of the ups and downs and will not be a perfect dream until we all begin to work on the spirit development and the understanding of how the metaphysics works, and that you are actually the dreamer of the dream. And that we stop placing weight on the external, placing weight on the illusion, placing weight on you as a person. And instead, spiritual development is the work we do in order to be able to hear the Holy Spirit and to trust the Holy Spirit, and not just for you as an individual, but for the greater, the sonship for us all. When listening to Spirit and receiving Spirit and trusting Spirit, things may not appear that they're going to benefit you. benefit you. The illusion, like let's say you have an opportunity to make $1 billion. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. And that seems like a really great benefit to you, but spirit is guiding you to stay on the track you're already on and to not stray away to that track. In that moment, you might be like, I have this opportunity though. Yes, you have that opportunity as a person. Not and the spirit sees that in the big picture, you going on that journey is going to circumvent you having more spiritual growth. You know, running into someone who is about to take their life and you intervening and help guiding them back to spirit. I don't know. Spirit knows. The Holy Spirit knows. Your highest self. So in the moment, it may seem not the best option when you are coming from that place of being an individual. But in the end, this Holy Spirit works for the greater sonship because it knows we're all one, right? We're all one projected into many. So it's like all the pieces, which aren't really pieces either, working together for the whole instead of what we have in the illusion, which appears that we're all working against each other. We all have our own ego agenda. So therefore, the mind is in this massive freaking conflict. And I think that's why we see the destruction and the war and all this, because it's, again, the projection of the mind outwards. And the mind's in conflict because all these projected pieces believe they are separate and believe they have their own agenda, when in fact we all have the same damn agenda. The same agenda of remembering that we never left home and that we are dreaming. And to wake up and to know we are home in the house of God. We are fully loved. We are full, just this beautiful awareness of peace and love and happiness. But again, back to personal development versus spiritual development. And the other thing with the two is personal development is chaotic. Oh my, I don't even know how many books currently today there are with different variations of techniques and ideas for you to do to become a better person. And we are taught that anything that is of the ego illusion is chaotic, and there's just tons of different things, and it's just overwhelming. That's what personal development is. Personal development is overwhelming. There's 5 million quadrillion different techniques to make you a better person. It's chaotic. Spiritual development, on the other hand, is as easy as clearing away the noise and listening and trusting. And we do that through forgiveness. We clear out the noise through forgiveness. But you got to get curious, and then you got to shift your perspective, and then you got to remember. But again, the ego has created this personal development, the ego belief system, that really looks like a beautiful mask for us as an illusion to be, what do they say, moving up in consciousness, to be coming an awoken world, a new age, that we're all becoming enlightened, when in fact, like, none of that is true. Yes, today maybe more people are becoming enlightened, but it has nothing to do with this movement of higher level consciousness. It has everything to do with people, I believe, getting curious and being open to new ideas and not getting stuck on one idea. But again, back to personal development, it sometimes in people's journey is necessary for them, for me it was, to go down that road of real personal development and becoming a better individual and feeling better about me as an individual. And then I was able to accept spirit development and able to accept that, in fact, I'm not an individual. And that, in fact, this body is not me. It is a projection. So remember that when you are really focusing on personal development, remember, it's not the end-all be-all. And I think that's why a lot of people need to keep reading more and more personal development books and consuming more and more podcasts, because it is not the end-all be-all. The end-all be-all is spiritual development. That is the final thing for us to master in order to wake up from the dream and no longer come back anymore. And again, spiritual development versus personal development. Personal development is what it literally says, person development. It is based on you as an individual, separate entity from everyone else, and it is rated based on external things that people can see about you. Spirit development is about the collective sonship and us all returning back home through forgiveness, listening to the Holy Spirit, and trusting. And a lot of times when we listen to the Holy Spirit, it doesn't make sense in the moment because it is not about personal gain. It is about collective gain. It's about remembering who we are and going back home. Well, we already are home, but remembering we're already home. I hope this video was helpful. Again, personal development versus spiritual development. I would love to hear about your journey with personal development, spirit development. What do you think about this idea? Share. And as always, remember you are worth it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.